So, I hope y'all are enjoying life. Greetings, royal family. I just have had a lot on my mind about this topic, and I couldn't really decide how I wanted to approach it or how I wanted to talk about it. So I'm just gonna let it fall out, okay? So I have been really upset because recently I had to go to Walmart to buy a tie and some black slacks for a new job that I got. You know, I'm always on the grind. And that was the uniform. So I went to, the local Walmart near me and got what I felt like would be something easy to find. I go in there and I'm looking around, is Walmart self-explanatory? I'm familiar with how to get around for the most part. So I can't find black slacks or black ties anywhere, or any ties or any slacks. So I go up to one of the people working in the men's department and I'm like, hey, do y'all have any women's slacks or women's ties or anything? And they're like, no. I'm like, what about men's slacks or men's ties? And they're like, no. And I'm like, this is some fucking bullshit. Like, you people will sit there and complain about how black men show up to interviews and don't have the proper clothes on, aren't properly dressed, they don't have on a tie or black pants or dress pants, they have on more like cargo pants. And I'm sitting there like, so here we are, opening our mouths to talk about what someone doesn't have. But we live in a community where these things aren't even easily accessible in the black community. I live in a predominantly black area, frequented with a lot of black consumers, and I think that is outlandish because this is a place, so in the area that I live, there aren't many stores, like especially cheap stores for cheap clothes, unless you're gonna go to the Goodwill. So I think it's crazy that something as simple as Walmart, where it's known to have everything at a great value, doesn't have black ties. And so that I eventually end up speaking to a manager, and the manager goes on to say that they don't order that. They don't order that. They haven't ordered it in years, and they don't see the problem with it. And they're like, there's a limited catalog of things we can order. We have to order for our market and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, people always need jobs. It's always, so you telling me basically unless it's Easter, y'all don't have ties and slacks? I think that's outlandish. And it just made me realize how deep the sabotage for the black community is. It's that it's not enough that you're going to keep us from getting jobs. It's not enough that you're going to shit on us as an entire population of people. But then you have the nerve to, on top of all of that, have a chain such as Walmart not even sell the things that could set people up for success. But I know that 20, 15 miles away that there's other Walmart's not in a black area that they have ties, and that's basically what I had to do, is go 30 minutes out of my way to go to another Walmart in the more urban area, but in a gentrified urban area, and for sure there's a fucking plethora, and I just am sickened by it, to be honest. I am annoyed at that we're at this level, like that people or higher ups in other races don't even understand the concept of that I can eat and you can eat too, and we can both eat without shitting on each other. Like, that's a small-minded concept to think that the only way that you can be productive is that, or that you can be great, is if I'm not great. I don't understand that, because you see what I'm for? I'm for organizing for black joy. We can all eat. We can eat and other people can eat, but apparently we're not allowed to eat because people are eating off our plate on a plethora of ways. And it's just more and more daily, I just become shocked at the way that the black community is being stumbled and trampled upon, and how much people are like, well, slavery's over. Y'all need to let that go. It's injustices happening every day from small things, like not small things, like professional business clothes being sold in access to all people of all races. And then there's bigger things like continual colonization, where countries in Africa pay France like $5 billion. Oh no, like $50 million or something like that. 5 and an illion. So a lot. Like, it's just really crazy. And I just get shocked more and more by it. But that's my piece on that. I think that I don't have really a solution on how to fix the problem, because I'm still in that infantile style of thinking about situations like this, and I feel like injustice can only be solved with violence, and I'm learning and outgrowing that, but it takes time. So I don't really have a solution, but that's how I feel. So I'm working on it, one step at a time, one blessing, one movement forward. So thank y'all for listening to me rant about the injustices in the Black community and how the sabotage is in the fine workings. Like, it is just disgusting. It just really disgusts me. But live your best life. Don't let the things that you can't control ruin you. And, I'll always be back with another segment of Queen Vanii Talks, because who doesn't like to hear me talk? That.